Welcome back to match 2 of the Asian Dota Championships, known as the ADC. Myself, Tobi Kenobi, coming to you here from Australia or the CyberGamer Studios Mark 1. We are going to have some more changes. That will be cool. But until then, we will have this awesome match. We had a great match for the first one with, spoiler alert, LGD.au took it out. Very, very close game though. Both teams really going hammer and tongs, but LGD.au just managed to have enough burst damage off that Morphling to push them back through those lanes and really come on top there. One Ethereal Blade, who would ever have guessed? But it was enough, and that will actually win them the first match here. This is a best of 3. That's how the ADC works. We basically play for these last 9 rounds. We will play best of 3 until the grand final when it goes to best of 5. Now, these guys have all been playing for a long, long time. Like, we've been talking about maybe 6 months, I think the ADC has been going for. Every team has played 18 matches, all against each other. They've all had a great old time doing so. And this is where we end up. So these are the 2 teams at the bottom of the first half of them all. So literally they play their way through. If you win, you continue through. If you lose, you're out, and you watch the rest of the matches here on the TV stream. It's absolutely great. What is also great is allowing you to see the game. So we'll bring that up for you right now. So we have Starsboba on the Sentinel side this time around. They were on the Scourge last time. This time they're on the Sentinel. LGD.au will be on the Scourge side. Black Shaitan being their captain. SS once again. SS, who had the amazing sniper in the last one. Black Shaitan, who had the Clockwork Goblin. Not so amazing, but also key in our one before. If you do hear a bit of a hum, it is literally because I had to turn the aircon on. The last game was just so freaking hot, it almost overheated my laptop. So the aircon, you'll hear a small hum in the background. That's what's trying to keep this room freaking cool. Because we are here in summer in Australia and it's humid as all freaking hell. I do believe, however, we have Synd rejoining us here on the channel. Dude, I'm hoping that is your heavy breathing I hear and not the sex phone line. It's possibly a sex phone line. We've lost Synd again. Great. Hopefully he will be back again. He hasn't messaged me. So we'll wait and see. Going into our drafting so far, SS has removed out Syllabear, Puck, as well as Broodmother, almost replicate bands. Pugner once again coming in here for SB. They've got Pugner 2 matches in a row now. Shaitan is now going to come out here. The previous game, one mistake equal, yeah. Black Shaitan has actually come out with Batrider, Morphling, and Doombringers, actually banning the main hero which carried for them last time, and they've picked up Visage and Windrunner, showing their hand early on. LGD.au have really enjoyed doing this for some unknown reason, but they definitely actually want to say, this is what we're going to do. Accept it. That's it. Just go with it. So we will go with it for now. VS now coming up from SB, so they're going to actually couple the negative armor aura once again. Don't know if we're going to see a slider or actually like quadruple or whatever it is actually is on the negative armor. But VS is our second support pick coming up here. I say support. ES actually managing to avoid the field as well, so SB can now do the roam that the CM and VS were doing for M-City, or I gotta call him M-City, LGD.au in the last match. It's just, yeah, that kind of thing. But VS and ES, the two roaming heroes, 2 of the best roaming heroes to actually use as well. Going, you know what, we're going to use those guys. We can try and shut down this Windrunner who's going to want to solo the bottom lane. We've got this Visage who's going to be babysat on the top. Alchemist now being picked up once again here by Black Shaitan. So I think the second they see that puck, they're going to say, you know what, screw it. Alchemist, get him in the lineup. That's who we want. And they will be the 3rd pick up here. Enigma coming out as another ban here by SB, so they've removed him out once again. So Enigma, Puck, as well as SB, all making it into the ban pool here from SS. So he must have a personal vendetta against these heroes. As far as Shaitan goes, Slada actually coming up as a 4th ban. Not a bad thing to actually do, especially if they do try and couple at negative armor. They just literally be shitting out their teeth if they try and do that one. But they won't be doing it around this time. We do actually have one more ban from either side to come out, so the counter is ticking down. We'll have another bit of a sound check to see if Synd has re-arrived. No, he hasn't. He's a noob. So Synd will not be joining us for the moment. We'll actually just pop it up here and I'll just send him a message. So sorry guys, I have to take away your vision. It's heartbreaking, I know, but it's all in for a good cause to actually get Synd back here. Alright, message sent, hopefully he receives it and then starts speaking. It's always a good thing. Yeah, so our last bands actually haven't seen them come out yet. In fact, we're seeing SS eat into their extra time to actually do so. Coming in now as, well, the counter is going down. What are we going to get? Who frickin' knows? We'll find out. I don't know. If I knew that, then I would literally psychic or possibly be watching the game before you were. So yes, or before anyone else was, or in fact myself. That makes no sense whatsoever. Synd, get your ass back in here. You're my rationale. We do see SS now coming into their 50 seconds to actually count down the timer. I don't want to have to do that. And their last ban is actually Witch Doctor. So removing our support hero. And we see OD. OD out of all heroes has now been banned by Black Shaitan. Fair enough, they still need a bit of an intel carry. No, they don't. They got, no, okay, OD. People in the live chat, explain that one up. We do see Venomancer now coming up here for SB, so they're still going to have that bit of a counter push. Pugner is good. Venomancer is a little bit better. SB, this is kind of like the lineup which we have heard Synd talk about, where SB have to win in the early parts of the game or mid game, or else they just can't take it to late game. Considering they got Pugner, Venomancer, VS, and ES, this is an early game. This is an early game. Try and lock them up, take out a whole bunch of towers early on, if you possibly can. Black Shaitan has come up with a Visage, Windrunner, Alchemist, as well as Tidehunter. That's really going to slow him down, especially once Tidehunter hits that level 6. Look for that big AoE stun you can get out of him. But Windrunner's going to try and lock any of these heroes out of place from long range, which he's able to do so. Visage as well, with those gargoyles, able to actually just drop down from the skies. Of course, they are familiars before they actually do that one and then just jump themselves down. Alchemist, we've seen him in the last game. I'm not going to really explain him. And DOTA, the one hero which is definitely a bit of an intel carry. The one hero which we said Synd has never seen SB play. He will now get to see it if he's back again. He's not. I just thought I'd try, just out of pure optimism. Has actually come back for the, has actually been picked up for the fit. So SB's lineup for the end will be Pugner, VS, ES, Venomancer, as well as our Medusa, also known as DOTA. Also known as the completely, oh my god, I cannot kill this woman, hero. Black Shaitan now going to be looking at this one going, okay, we still need another support. Line is still on the field as well. Surprised he actually hasn't picked him up just yet. But with Visage, Windrunner, Alchemist, Tidehunter, everyone's got a stun. Everyone's got a slow or something along those lines. And, wow, Lion would just basically couple this line up pretty nicely. In fact, actually, no. Prove me wrong. Thank you very much, LGD.au. I do actually like it when they do this one. We're seeing, oh, it's classic Esco Dirge. Except the last time I saw Escobar play Dirge, it was back in the days when Dirge was a strength hero. Dirge, of course, has now had a bit of a swap around, and he's actually an intel hero. I say a bit of a swap around, happened a very freaking long time ago. But that's how long it's been since LGD actually plays one. I hear Synd in the background. I hear Synd in the background. Synd is back again. Obviously being a douche and having to pee for a lot longer than anybody else. They make those bladders a little bit larger in Denmark. Welcome back again. I tried a couple of times to say. We just finished the draft here, so we'll actually have, I'll do a bit of a run through for you. And also the players playing what everyone's picked up by Recliner so far. SS will be playing as Medusa. Yeah, Cedric gets to hear that one. ME will be playing as ES. DV will be playing as VS. KA will be playing once again as Pugner. AR has, well, now picked up the Venomancer as well. Black Shaitan will be this time playing as the Alchemist, so look for the carry. MJ playing as our Dirge, that is a Undying, he is here. FJR playing as Visage, Recliner playing as our Windrunner, and then Tonnerre finishing off as the Tidehunter. And yes, they picked up a DOTA.
Yeah. They also picked up 4 ranged heroes and a Fisher, while LGD picked up 3 melee heroes and no hard ranged carry. So that's very interesting choice by LGD coming out here. Having this much melee is not usual in these versions at all. We usually settle for at least 3 ranged heroes. But LGD have gone for 3 melee, so we'll see how that works out on their trial lane that they'll be playing down on bottom. I think they've got Tide, Undying, and Visage on that one. A good slow. 2 really hard nukes coming out of that as well. You get that Gush, then you get the Soul Rip, and then the Visage nuke. It's gonna deal a massive amount of damage, and Starsboba needs to be careful not to get bursted out by that. But they've got a Shaker. Shaker always nice against tri-lane, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As another Alchemist for LGD as well, we'll see if he gets the same amount of space as he did in the previous game. But this time he doesn't have a friend to carry along with him. There's no real secondary carry. Like there was a Morphling last game that really got a lot of space out of his farm, and the fact that both he and Alchemist were in the fights helped him a lot because the other guys chose to go for Alchemist a bit and then for Morphling a bit, and then they killed neither of them. Now there's only Alchemist as a carry, and that should matter, at least.
That should. Sorry guys, I just had to drop that for a little bit here. Just having a bit of lag actually coming through on my end of the things. I was actually peeing over 300, which doesn't actually normally happen when I stream. It's about 250, 260 on this brand new internet connection which I have. I'm 317. Tony is actually lagging up to 220 at the moment too, so I don't think I'm the only Australian coming on through. Yeah, but basically, yeah. Meanwhile, back in the lag completely distracted me from what Syndrome was saying. It's this time I really hope I don't repeat anything you just said just then, Syndrome. Chances of me doing that though, like the intellect of Tobi Kenobi matching up to Syndrome's, not likely.
Chances are 1 to a million.
Aha! It's over 1 million!
And that's also over 9,000 if you were wondering.
We create our own numbers here. It's like I create my own things. Oh, whoops, hang on, whoa, I'm the one reading it here. Obviously, our live TV stream is actually going at the moment, so Al will not be saving during this match. God, help me for saving. After the debacle at SMM, hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully we'll be okay, and we will not mention the Balkan Dota League final. Okay. Into this match, tri-lane.
Remember the Balkan Dota League finals, Tobi?
I do remember it. It was a night we never, ever want to remember. Look at Dirge as well as Titan just pushing VS back on the bottom lane. It's just like, ES, you know, you want to fissure us? Try it. I dare you. I so freaking dare you. And they've got their own ward there. Now we see the pull coming out from VS, who mistimed it too. He's managed to pull one creep, which is probably still going to be enough for him to actually do that one. But just Dirge. Oh, Dirge! Dirge! What are you doing, son? It's going to be 3-on-1. Bomb Man needs some help. Fitch goes off. Magic Missile's already gone. The Mystic Snake bouncing around. Splash comes over the top. Visage is killing Medusas from the back there. And Dirge eats through the trees and lives. They will not be able to chase him down there. Dab is being dumped by 2 heroes now. Magic Missile on top of him. This could be dangerous. There's not going to be enough. One blast comes off, but Magic Missile, not Magic Missile, frickin' hell. Mystic Snake will be enough to actually get first blood and bring down the Visage on bottom lane. LGD.au just got split up. That should not have happened. They should not have split. Syndrome's muted his mic again.
No. I'm looking at the situation. That seemed really strange, I have to say. That didn't make much sense, that fight. I mean, WTF just, or WTF is what you call it, probably. I
don't want to save yet. They're ganking again. They're ganking again. They're going on through. Alice is like, don't save now. Don't save now. Don't do it again. But we will see it okay. So Dirge is actually really hanging back past those trees. Wanting to watch on this bottom lane while ES is looking for the right place in the fissure. Why is Dirge sitting on the left of the creeps? Are they trying to stop the pull? Can't take my eyes off this bottom lane.
I don't understand LGD's movement right now on this lane. I mean, the first blood was a complete mess.
They're going again. They're going again. Tony's being done by 3. Fissure goes off. It's locked to be in place. Magic Missile on top. Visage is going to be a Magic Missile. A freaking Mystic Snake. God. Let's just lose my mic completely. Absolutely fantastic.